It's Chelsa Messenger with picks and parlays. We're talking college football, heading to the SEC, where the LSU Tigers are taking on the Florida Gators. Christmas is right around the corner, and we've got a promo code. The code is ELF, ELF, for 20% off the entire site at picksandparlays.net. Florida, big favorites in this one, minus 23. The total is 68. They're expecting a whole lot of points in this one, and that's kind of been the case for Florida. A very dynamic offense for the Gators. They're 8-1, 4-1 against the number. LSU is 3-5, 4-4 against the spread. We've got Dan Kaiser joining us to break it all down. Dan, what's your take on this SEC matchup?
Another ugly game after the LSU Alabama game last week. I'm taking the over in this one. I feel really sorry for LSU. At the beginning of the year at Orgeron, Coach O made a statement that he thinks everybody on his team already had COVID, and it'd be good for them going forward. He probably wishes he had that back so he could probably pull a COVID excuse this week and not have to play this game. I mean, they just got pounded by Alabama last week, and I think that just makes this game even worse for him. I mean, Mac Jones did whatever he wanted to against that defense last week and put up some huge numbers. And now he's got to face Kyle Trask, and he's going to want to match or do even better because he's in a Heisman race with Mac Jones. So this doesn't look good for LSU. I mean, and they lost their starting quarterback earlier in the year. Their number 2 wide receivers opted out. Their tight end just opted out for the rest of the season. Their defense has been poor all year. I think this is going to get ugly early, and I just for the fact that Florida's defense is so bad, LSU will get I think a couple of touchdowns. So I think this game will go over the total.
Yeah, and talk about a gauntlet of a schedule for LSU. They have played Texas A&M, Alabama, and now they play Florida. That is a very rough stretch for anyone, especially back to back to back. I think this is going to take all their juice and all their gas to even put up some points to stay with Florida because, I mean, I said in the intro, Florida's offense is going to get their points. Not too sure about their defense, but the problem is you've got to keep up with this high-flying Gators pass attack with Kyle Trask, who is competing for the Heisman. So I think it's going to be tough sledding for LSU, especially at the backstretch of that really tough schedule. And then on the opposite side, Florida has had a much easier schedule. Vandy, Kentucky, and Tennessee has been their last 3 games. So a bit of a difference for both these teams schedule-wise.
Yeah, Florida, if you looked at that game last week against Tennessee, you look at the scoreboard, it's 31-19, and you think, oh, wow, that was pretty close. But,
no, it wasn't.
Yeah, Tennessee got two late garbage touchdowns to get the cover. Florida controlled that game. And, yeah, I think they're just going to get up early, get up big, and just keep pouring it on because, they want to look good as they can in this game going into the Alabama SEC title game. So yeah, and if I was going to take a side in this one, I'd take Florida also because I think it's just going to be a carbon copy of the Alabama game last week.
Right, and with so much chaos going on when it comes to the college football playoff, with nobody knowing what's kind of going to happen for Ohio State, I think every team urgency is key when it comes to impressing the committee.
Yeah, exactly. And Florida doesn't want to have any kind of hiccups because obviously if they win next week or if they win against Alabama, then obviously they'll be in the playoffs. So, they just need to keep all things firing on all cylinders and head in the Alabama game, at peak performance.
Yeah, they're one of the few teams that really controls their own destiny when it comes to the college football playoff. If they can beat Alabama, which that's a big if, they're certainly guaranteed a spot there. COVID issues withstanding, because also you got to stay healthy. But that's going to wrap it up for our college football talk here on Picks and Parlays. Always great stuff from Dan Kaiser. Dan, thanks for joining us.